All right, happy Thursday, everybody. It is December 14th, 2023. You're here at precisealgorithmtrading.com. And I wanted to pull this up. This is our website. This is the About Us page that if you go to the home page, it does this neat little graphic. But right here, it comes in here, About Us. It's a little about us and what we're trying to do here. But what I really wanted to point your attention to is if you drop us a note here at Gmail, precisealgorithmtrading at gmail.com, this comes right into our system. And if you want to talk about any of the trading uh, algorithms or uh, systems or any piece of a system that you want to discuss, uh, I'll be glad to drop you back a line about what we're talking about. I could delve into something with a little bit more detail. And yeah, we're here as a resource. As of right now, I mean, the only systems that or the only thing that we're selling is really the products. At some point in the future, I may go ahead and sell the actual daily review. But if we do that, we're going to do it with some live trades, and we could even potentially do some uh, maybe some texting out some live trades during the day, or we could just post them all here. But as of right now, this is really just posted here as a resource. And so, anyways, I want to get some information going, some flowing back and forth. Uh, Really, all I'm using it for right now, I'm doing a little bit of discussion with some folks, very little, but I'm also just doing my homework here live in front of everybody. So, with that, let's jump into. I'm going to close this and we'll get back to stockcharts.com here with the bullish percent indexes, but let's like we do every night, let's go to our automated trading systems. So, this is the YM, the Dow futures, and these are totally automated systems. You do have to turn them on and turn them off every day. Well, I guess you don't have to. You could just leave them run, but you have to monitor them. So I think as automated as it can get, unless somebody out there has something more than that. And maybe there is something, but it's best if you just leave it alone during the day. Today or yesterday we had the new green upside dot. Today I think we have a little pullback. Let's go back to that. Yesterday we had this $6,000 win. I think it was the only trade it was for the day. And today we've got one, two, three, four trades. Two losers, two winners. The winners outpaced the losers, or sorry, the losers outpaced the winners for the day. And you have that, especially after something like that. So yeah, well, just it is what it is. It's doing what it's supposed to do. The Russell is on a pullback situation here. Still have a little bit of work to do to the algorithm itself. On today's trades, three trades, all losers. This thing's due for a nice pop here, I believe. It's, if you think about what the markets are doing, this is all based on wins and losses and bullish and bearish trades. So this is the culmination of bullish and bearish trades. You get into a pullback situation, eventually the math's going to turn around in volatility and it's going to kick you back the other way. And in a series of these, you also and pullbacks, you also get we have stop outs, so you get stopped out, stopped out, stopped out, stopped out, and then finally win. And I think that actually shows here. There's a stop. There's a stop. There's a stop. Literally, you could say, well, why do you have these stops built in? Well, it's because if not, you've got a system that's built on um, unlimited losses, and that's a bad trading, and two, it's really bad business. They typically will stop out. They don't. at least lately. They don't get. I mean, there's also other algorithms that are built in. Like if it flips, then I mean, obviously you're if you were bullish and then it flips to bearish, you know, then you should just flip bearish as a regime. But in most cases, you're taking a stop, and here's an end of day stop. It's not the end. It's not an actual stop. It's just an end of day. So my point is, if you get stop, 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 that will create a pullback, and then you start getting wins, wins, wins in a row, and that's what creates a winning situation. And so I know it's hard to explain without showing you guys the detail, but I'm trying. So that's what happened there. The Nasdaq today is still on a downtrend. We've been on a downtrend, pulled back up, deeper downtrend. This is really similar to this thing. And, we're due for a pullback one of these days, back up again. And we did have a nice win at the end of the day, so I'll take it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades today. 3 losers, 2 winners, and the winners outpaced the losers today. So, all right, let's move to the markets. Here's the S&P. It's the E-mini futures, and I'm going to flip to the SPX because it was up big yesterday. This is a doji candle. I'm going to delete this. And you can see, well, I'm going to delete that too. That cross is a doji candle. Basically, it started here, which was higher than yesterday's close, pulled all the way back during some point during the day, went all the way higher during some point during the day, came back to the middle and opened about where or closed about where it opened. So it's effectively indecision in the market at the top here, and the question is going to be, do you open and go down from that, which is kind of what it looks like on the hourly chart, or do you pop higher from here? And I'm going to tell you, you don't really know, but this is a topping looking candle. Now we could get another top and another top, and you could have 3 days of that. Anything's possible in the up. I don't think this candle's necessarily on the weekly going to pull back like I was talking about, to the point that it's going to be detrimental to the week. I don't think you're going to get a weekly shooting star here. I just moved it over to SPY. It's easier to see. And even if we get a little bit of a pullback into tomorrow, you're still going to have a candle with a high wick and probably at least a halfway body here. So I did want to look at this though. We are above the 3 ATR, average true range to the upside. This might be a little clearer for some folks. Anyways, that's it. It's it shows that we're extended to the upside. We have been for a while though, so it is what it is. Let's go to the Qs. That's the Nasdaq. Similar story. Losing momentum down here on the Weiss wave, which is something you can pick up from this. We look like we've touched the all-time high up here, or the 52-week high, I believe it is. So, or the 252-week high, actually, now that I think of it. We haven't necessarily touched it, but really, really close there. I think tomorrow's going to end up being sideways to bullish still because of the way today shook out in the overall markets. Who knows? It doesn't really matter because it's not really what I'm trading off of. The Russell, really big move. This has just been a crazy market in a good way, if you're a bull. The Dow Jones Transports, way up. just rocketing higher here. The industrials, same thing. Let's look at oil. It bounced, gapped higher, bounced. We still don't really have a buy signal here. This is no man's land down here. The weekly candle looks bullish, something to take note of. And there's still nothing really to write home about yet. I tried bottom feeding here off of this signal and got stopped out. I'm not going to do it again just personally. I'm going to wait till I get the actual signal on the daily chart and then I'll play it. Might even get the signal and then wait on a pullback. We'll see how it plays. Gold. Oops. Which I'm actually in right now, full disclosure. So it was off of, we got the buy signal back here. We had a pullback there. Rolled up. That's 1 up, 2 down, 3 up, and that 3 doesn't look really finished yet. Pulled back here. You actually, when it pulled back here, there's a pivot here, there's a pivot back here. Set your stop there, and once it gets away from you at least a little bit, that's when I switch it over to the hourly chart, which is why my stop is tighter, which you can't really see here. But this is one pivot, there's a pivot back there. If that makes sense. So that's my gold position right now, and there's really nothing to do. Sit on your hands, and TLT for fun has ripped back up through. So that's pretty wild. I think that's it for tonight. Let's look at BITO, BITO, just because Bitcoin is in the news and everything right now. And coin, COIN, Coinbase, same kind of thing. So that's that. Let's go to the stockcharts.com. Type in bullish. We are not affiliated with these guys at all. Just use their tools. These are free tools. They've got paid tools as well. 2 new X's to the upside. Up 9.52% on the industrials. That's a pretty big move. Let's look at that one more time. 76.66% of stocks in the Dow 30 are on a point and figure buy signal. We're getting close to where, I mean, if you think about it, only 20% are left to turn into a buy signal. So you're getting top heavy. The NYA tacked on 2 new X's, up 7.81%. Yeah, I think we're going to go into a pretty strong weekend, it looks like. Transports up 10%. NASDAQ tacked on 2 new X's and up 7.57%. SPX, 2 new X's, up 5.85%. Wow. The OEX, 2 new X's and up 5.41%. Let's go back to the NDX. I'm sorry, the NASDAQ. We still don't have a point and figure buy signal yet. We need one more X to complete that. 55.64. And we need to get past 56. So that's still 4 and change away. So we'll see what happens. SPX, OEX. Did we look at OEX? Yeah, 2 new X's to the upside. And then the NDX. 3 new X's to the upside. 86% of stocks in the NASDAQ 100, so 86 out of 100, are on a point and figure buy signal. Yeah, when this thing rolls over, it's going to be a great opportunity for a trade. And that's what I have for tonight. So our next review will be the weekly review. And until then, take care.